All right, let's get right into it. We're going to dive into a story that, wow, it really blurs the line between the tech we use every single day and just, pure terror. So, what are we looking at here? We're breaking down this incredible animated horror story that hits on a fear that's so modern, right? Think about it. It's that quiet vulnerability, that little knot in your stomach when you get into a car with a total stranger you just summoned with an app. We're trusting an algorithm with our safety. So, let's set the scene. Our main character is Nisha. She's 26, works as a content moderator, which you can imagine is a tough gig. It's late, she's just finished a long shift, and she is absolutely exhausted. All she wants to do is just get home. So what does she do? Exactly what you or I would do. She pulls out her phone, opens a ride-sharing app. Driver assigned, Mahesh Patil. He's 3 minutes away. Something we do without thinking, right? It's pure muscle memory. But this story, man, it takes that simple everyday tap on a screen and turns it into the first step into a complete nightmare. And this is where things get really clever. Right away, the story uses this classic horror trick. It's all about planting that first little seed of doubt. It gives you, the viewer, something that just feels a little off, something your brain picks up on and says, that's weird. So what's the detail? Well, it's the driver. It's Mahesh. Again, for the third night in a row. Now, is that impossible? No, of course not. But it's really unlikely, right? And that little coincidence, that's the first tiny crack in what she thinks is normal reality. Okay, so from that one little weird detail, things start to escalate. This is where the story just masterfully starts to pull apart her world piece by piece. It's a slow burn, one strange thing after another. First, the driver takes a wrong turn. He just ignores the GPS and heads down some deserted industrial road. Then, the radio starts acting up, playing a news bulletin from 2012. Super weird. Then, they pass the same restaurant billboard twice. And to top it all off, her friend calls her frantic, saying Nisha never even left the office. You see how it builds? Each thing is weirder than the last, just chipping away at her sense of what's real. So, you've got this impossible situation. Two realities happening at once. In one, her friend Sana is standing at the office gate, being told Nisha's cab was canceled. But in the other reality, Nisha is in that very cab. And right at that moment, when she needs it most, her phone dies. Her one link to the real world is just gone. She is completely cut off.
All right, this is the turning point. This is where the story stops being just a creepy mystery and goes full-blown, undeniable horror.
Nisha glances at the car's clock, and it's frozen, stuck at 3:33 a.m. The seconds aren't even ticking up, just stuck. That's when you know something is seriously wrong. And then Mahesh, the driver, he finally speaks, and he drops the bombshell. He tells her that exactly 1 year ago on this very night, at this very time, he was killed in a hit and run. He's a ghost, trapped in a loop, reliving his last moments over and over and over again. And here's the kicker. The reason she's in the car? The app. The app sometimes glitches, and his old profile pops up for new riders. And some, like Nisha, they accept the ride. So this isn't just a ghost story, you see. It's a tech horror story. It's a glitch in the code, and she's been pulled into a dead man's memory. So you think, okay, that's the big reveal, that's the peak horror moment. But no, the story gives you this moment of hope, of relief, and then it just rips the rug right out from under you with an even bigger twist. And then she wakes up, just like that. She's not in a car, she's on a bench outside her office. A security guard is waking her up. Her bag is right there next to her. Everything seems normal. She immediately grabs her phone. The time? 2:59 a.m. The whole thing hasn't even happened yet. Her battery is at 57%. She has full bars. Her friend comes over and confirms it. The cab was canceled. It never showed up. She must have just been so tired that she fell asleep and had a horrible nightmare. And for a second, you and Nisha both breathe a sigh of relief. Whew, it was all just a dream, right? A super realistic, terrifying dream brought on by being overworked, but a dream nonetheless.
But it's not over. As she's walking away, she's just kind of scrolling through her phone, and she opens her photo gallery. And that's when her heart stops. Because there it is, a photo. A photo that was taken at 3:33 a.m. A timestamp from inside her dream, undeniable proof that it was real.
And the photo, oh, the photo is just terrifying. It's taken from the back seat, from her point of view. The driver's seat in front of her is empty. But when you look in the rearview mirror, you see him. You see Mahesh's face, and he's staring right at the camera, right at her. It is just an absolutely chilling final image. So, okay, let's step back. What makes this story so effective? Why does it get under your skin so much? It's more than just a ghost story, right? Let's break down why it works. First, it takes the tech we use every day, our phones, our apps, GPS, and turns it into something terrifying. It's not a haunted house. The ghost is coming through your phone. It also plays on that very real feeling of being alone and vulnerable in a big city at night. And that whole was it a dream thing gets a digital twist. The final proof, the ghost, isn't a cold spot or a flickering light. It's a photo on your phone. It's a digital file that proves the whole thing was real, and you can't just delete it and make it go away. And that's really what the story leaves you with, isn't it? It makes you ask yourself, the next time you order that last ride of the night, how can you be so sure it's not your last ride forever? Because in our world, maybe the scariest ghosts don't haunt old houses anymore. Maybe they haunt the network. And sometimes the network sends a car for you.